Hi guys, so I'll be explaining to you today part A of my assignment. It involves a cardiovascular training method, and the the machine that I've chosen is the treadmill. I'll be number one starting off with the setup, and I'll be going through it to explain what other things are important of that go with the treadmill, for example. Now, the setup, you need to ensure that the belt is not moving and there is no incline before stepping on it. And in order for you to get onto the treadmill, you need to hold the railings for support. And when you're comfortable enough, let go of the railings so that you can use your own hands for support at the side in an ongoing motion, going forward and backwards, so that you can use your own speed as well, while momentum as well, with your hands going forward. And now the form and technique of using the treadmill, you need to be closer to the front and the middle of the treadmill without moving away, and you need to use a heel and toe walking technique. So basically, you need to be on your heels and toes, which will activate your gastrocnemius, which is your calf muscle, more optimally, and this will benefit your calves, not just only your quadriceps and your hamstrings. While you are exercising on the treadmill, your calf muscles also need to be activated, so this is very beneficial for that. Now, the benefits of the treadmill, I'll be demonstrating the benefits. I'll be telling you the benefits, my bad. So it has a speed and elevation control. It is suitable for a wider range of people, and it has many cardiovascular modes. So it can range from increasing the elevation, which will increase your breathing, and it can also make it have a decline, which will also have an effect on your breathing. The advantages, it has a balance and support, and it's easy for supervision, so anyone can, if you're struggling, anyone can obviously witness that you're struggling and come and support you. And most definitely, one of the best advantages that I think personally is that it's safer than running on the road, personally, because running on a treadmill in the gym, you feel comfortable, you're in your own zone. Now, if you're on the road, you have other things to worry about, like traffic, cars, the fact that you could possibly get hijacked or robbed by anyone. Yeah, so for me, I think it's safer. Now I'll be demonstrating the fit principle of this. I'll start off with the frequency of the treadmill. So sessions need to be done three times a week on alternate days, until you build self acceptance of this, and then you can either increase it to maximize your results and what you want to obtain with running on the treadmill. It's either you want to build maximum strength in your legs or gain muscle. Yeah, and now with the intensity needs to be between 50 and 60% of an individual's max heart rate, as this corresponds with an individual's low levels of cardiovascular fitness, which they are trying to improve. Now, for me, I feel that as if that's important, because in order to increase your cardiovascular to increase your cardiovascular fitness, my bad. In order to increase that, you need to be working at a consistent pace, and you need to be improving from that, and also going up the notch, not only staying stagnant and on the same thing over and over again, because your body gets used to that workout. And now the type of exercise this is, it's a lower level of fitness, and this is suitable for non-impact of activities with an increasing duration to build tolerance over time. So in my own words, that would be, you need to do the session 3 times a week, and in those sessions you need to be able to complete what you want to achieve to move up. So I say that for the session you should approximately have 20 to 30 minutes on the treadmill if you can, but if not, 10 to 15 if you're a beginner, even 5. Now, as I said, the session needs to be between those times. And now the immediate physiological responses to this, your heart rate increases definitely, because with exercise your heart rate needs to increase so that blood can flow to the muscles. You might start breathing faster than usual. That's an obvious response, because with exercise your heart starts pumping faster, which and your muscles require more oxygen, so oxygen needs to be supplied to the muscles that are being worked at the time. Also, the increase in stroke volume, which is the amount of blood pumped in each contraction. And so now the long-term physiological adaptations, the lungs increase to expand, more capillaries are formed in the lungs, and the number of alveoli increase in the lungs. Now, alveoli is responsible for the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the bloodstream. So what that does is, during exercise it helps remove carbon dioxide from the muscles that don't necessarily require it, and provide oxygen to those muscles so that it can function optimally. Now, the safety and training of the treadmill, you need to ensure that there's no water near any plug points, because if there's water, then you could get shocked or could get severely injured. It could even lead to fatality if it is in that instance. Ensuring that you warm up and cool down to prevent any injuries, that's very important from my side, because if you don't warm up, your muscles aren't warm enough to complete the exercise, and then you could tear muscle, tear ligament as well, and the list goes on. You also need to ensure that you are hydrated so that you do not pass out during the exercise, and then you also need to make sure that you have had something to eat beforehand, because during the session you could feel that it's getting a bit tough, and your body requires the nutrients that it put in throughout the day. So if you haven't had anything before that, it could be tough to continue with the session. Also, knowing your body's limit during the exercise is also important, because you need to know how much you need to push yourself in order to know when to stop. If you don't know that, then you could go over the top, and that could be very bad for you.